I don't know why it does that.
Damn.
God, I don't know why it does
soon,
that,
soon
dude.
as you went live, that shit flipped.
Yep, crazy shit. It's all good. Bang, bang, bang. There we go. Can you hear me, Dale? I'm good.
Yep, good. Live and direct.
I don't know why it does. It let me do that shit the whole time. But what's good, world? Let me see. Let me get this right. I wasn't prepared for that shit to flip. I think we good though. Hold up, there. Ba da ba ba ba. There we go. Bang bang. Uh, we living, we love. There it is. All right, so we on Instagram too. I think we good, there. What up,
Yep,
people? We here again.
live and direct.
Live and direct. Challz Brown, Delman, aka Four Eyes Ugly Professor. We are
Yes, sir.
Old Heads Only podcast and show. It's about to go on the podcast, there. I didn't even tell you that. We gonna start being on the real deal. All these shows gonna go right to the podcast. But once and for all, we are about to discuss a topic that is highly requested. Ain't nobody asked for this shit. Damn, I think this is something we used to talk about back in the day. We would always discuss this, like kid rappers, bro. And I want to get real with this joint because we used to be, when we was on our hip hop stuff, right? We always used to be like real snobs on some book bag stuff. And every time we saw a kid rapper, be honest, Dale, we was like, what the fuck? Why this kid rapping? You know what I'm saying? They never was really that good. But I want to discuss if any of them were ever good, what they brought to the game of hip hop and rap, and did they mess it up or did they make it better? I don't really have no problem as an older statesman, right? With kid rappers. And I do want to discuss, some of the better ones, some of the not so good ones. But I feel like, and I'm gonna start this off and I'm gonna have you interject, but I feel like when we first started having kids rap, I think some of them were being pushed into it by adults.
Yeah,
What you think?
yeah, I agree.
Like some
Like
of the
Jermaine Dupri sought out young rappers.
Yeah, he put on Chris
Chris
Cross,
Cross.
but he's a perfect example because he was a kid rapper. He was a kid
Well, he was
dancer in hip hop.
dancing.
Yeah,
Yeah, in the Houdini video, Freaks Come Out at Night, dancing at the beginning with the Jerry
yeah.
curl.
Jermaine Dupri was one of the very first children in rap, in hip hop, to get paid from this, and one of the very first to become known for being a child in the business. And I think that he's probably more inclined of anybody to put on kids in this business because he know what it take and he know what the pitfalls were. I would hope he took care of kids when he was in there, in a good way, not no crazy shit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
never heard any bad things about him. Especially nowadays, they come out with everything
Yeah.
negative. I never really heard anything bad about. I mean, Bow Wow had a little problem with him, but it wasn't nothing scandalous, like real scandalous, no shit like that.
So they tried to come out. They tried to come at Jermaine a few years ago. I think it was during the Me Too. I think they tried to come at him about saying they tried to slander him on some crisscross. They tried it, but it ain't really go nowhere. They try to imply that he was doing nefarious stuff with one of the crisscross kids. Nobody really believed it. He responded, but nobody really believed it.
That's
But
new to me because I never heard anything.
yeah, they kind of like was just messing with him. But he denied it, and we moved on. But a lot of people say that they was trying to say that the dark skinned one who passed away had issues so deep from the business that sent him into depression and stuff like that. And that's the one thing that could go wrong with these kids getting into this business. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know if I don't know if anything happened with these kids, but I want to say first and foremost, and I want to get into like all that stuff about can they actually rap and who's writing the verses, da da da. I feel like, first of all, we was all kids at one point loving rap,
Would you
right?
consider LL a kid rapper? Because he started off real young. Like how young is young? Like didn't LL start like 16?
Yeah, but I'm saying like 8, 9,
Oh,
12.
you
You know
talking
what I'm
about
saying?
like okay.
Kids. I don't know if 16, a 16-year-old LL is mad hungry. You know what I'm saying? I think LL was like 15. But he
Yeah, he
was
could have
like
been younger than
tall.
that, yeah.
Yeah, when LL actually became popular, he was already like hanging out with the grown men. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like Chris Cross, Chi Ali, um, Illegal, uh, Jamal. He was into Illegal, right? ABC,
Yeah. The youngsters, Shaheem.
right. I feel like it was good for other kids to see their peers, but I want to see if we can name any real change, any forward thinking, any forward movement from the kids to add to the business. I feel like some of them did. I feel like Chi Ali was very influential in hip hop. Lemonade, remember Lemonade?
Yeah.
What was Chi Ali? He had Lemonade, and he had Girls Look So Good.
Oh,
Next,
good. Yeah, he took the KRS-One shit. Yeah.
and I think KRS-One might have something to do with that beat. No, was that he was running with Black Sheep, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's running with Black Sheep. He had some producers on that first album. I think Mike Premier might even did a few things on there.
Yeah, I want to
I
talk
had
about
that
that.
album. I bought that first TLE album
Okay, yep.
just
Let
on
me
the
see.
strength of him being with Black Sheep.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, here we go. Rap kids. I want to get a little thing running because do you think it harmed them? Let's talk about it because I think like some of these kids.
Well, Chi Ali ended up doing a serious bid.
Yeah, let's talk about that now.
I think
I don't know
Shaheem
if you.
did too.
Yeah, I think you did. I think he did. So let's get first into Chi Ali. He was, to me, I thought Chi Ali, because before Chi Ali, I know he came out around the same time as Chris Cross, but before Chi Ali, it really wasn't no good kid rappers like that. Do you remember?
I think the youngsters was pretty good.
But they weren't before Chi Ali.
Yes, they were. They came
Hold
out
on, there.
before Chi Ali.
Let me look there. I don't think the youngsters was before Chi Ali, the Illy Philly Funksters. What up, Chop in the building? Oh, yeah, Chop said he had Roadrunner too. Remember he had that
Oh yeah, I
Roadrunner
remember
track?
that joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that Road Runner joint.
Yeah, so I don't know if there was like before Chi Ali. I thought Chi Ali was the very first child rapper that made
I
me
think
say, "Oh, he could spit." And I believe he was the first one. I'm gonna do the numbers in a minute, but I think he was the
I
first
think
one that made me want to buy his music. And I
yeah, I
might have
bought
had
that first
Chris
Chi Ali
Cross,
joint.
huh?
I bought that first Chi Ali out.
Okay, let me see, because I think Chi Ali came out before the youngsters. I'm almost 100%. Matter of fact, hold on. The youngsters. Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking
The
up. I got
youngsters.
Chi Ali. I'm trying to find out when his first album dropped.
All right, so the youngsters, the Illy Philly Funksters, they came out. I got them. They came out in 91. The youngsters came out in 91. I got a picture right here, the youngsters. And I bought their stuff too. I'm gonna be honest. They
Yeah,
came
I
out in
did. I
91
bought. So when that first
with
Chi Ali joint come out?
all right, I got you in a second. But youngsters came out with Pastor Mike and some for the youngsters, cartoons and stuff like they could spit too. They was produced by LG the Teacher.
Yeah, he was with Steady B and Cool C.
Right. And he was one of their fathers. So
Yeah.
something for the young past the mic. Now they came out in 91. Let me check with Challz because I think that's pretty damn
T.R.
close,
album
bro.
came out in 92. Came out in
Oh,
92.
what? Hold on, bro. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But
Yeah, Beatnuts handling his production too. Beatnuts was handling a lot of his production too.
It say he recorded in 1990. So hold on a second. Only member album of American rapper. Oh, that's his album. Hold on, bro. Let me look at when he actually dropped his song. Yeah, so
you can say they came out around the same time.
Yeah, around the same time. So the youngsters was before
around
him.
the same time, like maybe a year different. Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't nothing crazy, but they're around the same time. I could have sworn that he came out before the youngsters. But
I remember the youngsters before him. Huh?
They both were good groups. And you gotta think they had mentors.
Yeah.
Black Sheep mentored Challz.
And Beatnuts did the production bulk of his production. Which I forgot.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was a collective trying to work with, like, raise him up to be dope. Like, so he had all the foundation. You know what I'm saying? It says he seemingly disappeared from the industry until the late 90s when he appeared on Dre's solo album and began occasionally appearing on work of other artists. In 1992, Challz released his first single, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, which was a moderate hit and reached number 6 on the Hot Rap Singles chart. The song was popular on urban radio stations, and the music video received good rotation on Yo MTV and Rap City. The album which the song was featured, The Fabulous Challz, was released shortly after, which yielded 2 other singles, Road Runner and Funky Lemonade. And they both were remixed. The remixes what got him popping too.
That was back in the day when remix was real popular, heavy.
Yeah. Right now,
everybody's doing remix. Yeah, people don't do remix no more.
Yeah. But when we first, like, let me see, in 2000, so in the year 2000, it says he shot and killed Sean Raymond during an argument in the Bronx. And he served 12 years for that. So we don't, it may not have nothing to do with the rapping or whatever. We can't correlate that with that because we.
Right. No, you're right. You can't.
He was on America's Most Wanted and a whole lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, I feel like
he out now though, right?
Yeah.
He's out now.
Yeah, he out. He's on Vlad TV and everything. But I feel like, to me, Challz was probably one of the first really good child rappers. So I'm not gonna say they ruined it, but at some point it got oversaturated, like with everything else, and we started to get ABC.
Yeah, I remember ABC.
What's the little kids that diss? Aisha. And what's the little kids that diss ABC that was used to run with oh man, I used to know. Oh, The Family. Friends in the Family.
I remember that, Joe.
The Family dissed
I remember that shit.
ABC. And then you had little rappers beefing. It's like, what? Little kids beefing? It was crazy. So we was looking like, yo, these kids can barely rap. You know somebody writing this stuff, and now they beefing. You know that was they were put up to that. Some adult made these kids beef like that. Yeah. Some adult was like, you're gonna diss them. They probably like, we don't even know them. Like, imagine being an adult writing a diss rap for some kids, bro. That's absolutely crazy to me, bro.
Yeah.
That is crazy. So I don't remember. Let me go through this thing. So you had Crisscross. They came out in 92.
Yeah,
so it was a little, all right, it was a move then. Like,
it was a movement. The kids movement.
Yeah, a little movement. And I guarantee you, so after the youngsters pop, they was on more of a real hip hop. Then Challz and the Crisscross came. Then it just got crazy.
He got Shaheem. Shaheem dropped in 1994.
Shaheem?
Yeah, he dropped
And
in
he was with Wu in them.
1994. Yeah, he's with
And he was
Wu.
with
Yeah.
Wu-Tang in them. Yeah. So it seemed like it probably just got crazy, but it never had a run where we just had a bunch that little move right. Okay, then illegal. So it was a little run. It was a little run. We had illegal, Shaheem, Chi Ali, and Chris Cross. But
The
by then, Chris
youngsters.
Cross was trying to make a comeback.
Mm.
So that's four pretty decent groups. I mean, we ain't listening to Chris Cross like that, but we did listen to.
But
We gave illegal a chance.
yeah, I bought Illegal first album. Yeah, I bought that joint.
We gave illegal a chance. What you think of it?
Them albums really didn't move me back then. They wasn't bad. They wasn't whack, but I did buy them. I bought Shaheem first album. I bought Chi Ali first album. I bought the youngsters. They had some joints, but overall, their albums didn't really hit like that.
Nah, and you know who was kid rappers too? Low key, Mobb Deep when they first came out.
Yeah, I didn't even like their first album except Hit It From the Back.
Yeah, they wasn't kid, but they was little. They was young.
Yeah.
And I bought that album too. And you're right. And they had a remix at the end. I think it was
Juvenile Hell or some shit.
Juvenile Hell had a remix, I think. And it was like from a kid's perspective, and we were like early 20s. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't. It was like, okay, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I wasn't in the early 20s at that time, but
then that's when they kind of came into their own for me.
When that first Mobb Deep album come out? Like 91 or 92, some shit like that?
What?
When that first Mobb Deep come out? The very first one, Juvenile Hell, I think.
Oh, good
I gotta look it up.
Good question. I don't know. I'm trying to see if I froze online. No, I didn't. But yeah, so let me see something there. I think that we had a run where a lot of kids were starting to come out rapping, but they wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? After Jamal and them and this and that, we had a run of people trying to get kids in front of the mic, and they just wasn't. I would say, like, because I pulled up something that I forgot about. It became a gimmick at this point, trying to get youngsters. And we had Fiasco on our team, but Fiasco was good. Now look at this. I don't even remember this.
Yeah, I don't remember them either. Is that a No Limit shit? Do it look like is that No Limit?
This No Limit.
It looked like a No Limit cover.
Mia X, Fiend, Ghetto Commission, Short Circuit, the Young Guns, they was all featured on there. Chop said Juvenile Hell came out in 93.
Okay.
So it was like a little movie.
Okay, yeah.
The industry was trying to do anything it could, you know what I'm saying, to just stay focused and like just get some money. So they was just dropping anybody. And then Master P dropped Lil Romeo.
Yeah, his son. Yeah, Bow Wow.
You had Bow Wow. So, and when Lil Bow Wow first came out, I was like, all right, they doing too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they doing too much. I was like, this little kid, bad as a motherfucker, doing all this damn. He acting like he a little Snoop, and they was grooming him and stuff. Like they said, every rapper in the business was grooming Lil Bow Wow. Like every rapper in the business.
They say he got passed along. I think he was first with Dallas Austin. Then he passed him off to Snoop, and Snoop passed him off to Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, and I think it was one more person in there before that, like a harder rapper than all of them, but it took him on for a little bit. But Bow Wow been in the industry for a minute, and he's Chop said Bow Wow was out before Romeo. Yeah, that's true. I think Romeo came out as a direct effect of Bow Wow's success, because he probably was instrumental in because Master P's a hustler. He's not going to do nothing that's not going to make no money. So he probably was like, man, this little young ain't going to make me a bag. So I don't even know what Death Row for a while. Wow, I didn't even know that. Jamal.
Well, no, the other guy, Malik. Malik was with Death Row. He on that first Snoop Dogg album. Jamal was with Death
Malik.
Squad. He was with Redman and Eric Sermon. You still there? Were you froze? I think Charles froze. I guess I gotta talk. I think Malik from Illegal was with Death Row. He's on the very first Snoop album. And then you got Jamal on the. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay. You went out for a while.
Yeah. Huh?
Can you hear me? You freezing a little bit. Oh, you didn't froze. Yeah, I was saying Jamal was with Death Squad. No, Death Squad, Eric Sermon and Redman. Yeah, Fade Me, Fade Them All joint. I don't know what happened to Charles. We live. I don't know what's going on. Well, anyway, I don't even know if it was any young rappers during the 2000s. I'm trying to think. Were any like kid rappers during the 2000s? And I can't seem to think of none. I think that was like a 90s trend with all the kid rappers going on. I know you got a lot of kid rappers now with the TikTok, and they become like internet sensations, YouTube sensations, things of that nature. It seems like we lost Charles for good. Oh, I think the best out of all them young rappers probably Challz and Shaheem, the Rugged Child. I mean, Shaheem was affiliated with Wu-Tang, so he had no choice but to be solid, decent. I think Ghostface is actually his cousin. And Challz he was rolling with. You back?
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to keep it going. I'm trying to keep it going and shit. I got totally thrown off by that.
I don't even know what's going on. But look, I'll probably just move over here. You can hear me now? We good?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, champ. So what was you saying, Dale?
I was saying it seemed like the kid thing was a 90s trend because I don't remember too many kids coming out in the 2000s. Am I mistaken? I don't remember a lot of kids. But who? Like I don't recall any.
Because the kids started doing more. They weren't doing that much lyrical stuff then. They were doing more like party stuff, like chicken noodle soup. And they were doing like Superman, they were doing Soldier Boys type stuff. So
Soldier Boy is considered a kid rapper
in the 2000s,
when he first came out.
Yeah,
I never knew how old he was. I thought he's like an older teenager or some shit.
Nah, Soldier Boy was he was like a kid when he first came out, and then let me think, what other rapper they had like what's the chick that jumped on stage with Jay-Z?
Forgot she played in TLC Lifetime movie. I forgot her name. Shit.
I know
Lil something.
Lil Mama.
She jumped on. Yeah, Lil Mama.
Yeah, Lil Mama. Chop said Tulo was another kid rapper with Scarface. I don't remember him.
I remember Tulo. Yeah, that was short lived. That was very short lived. Yeah, that was very short lived.
He said Tulo did Funky Little Nigga. I don't remember that.
I remember that joint. That's a deep cut, Chop. I remember that joint.
Man, Tulo. Yeah, I don't remember that.
Funky Little Nigga. That's funny as shit. I remember that joint. What's that?
I don't remember. Did Dre ever have any kid rappers?
If you want to say Malik from Illegal, he was on that first Snoop Dogg joint. If you want to say that, but
Okay. All right. I feel like so as a whole, right? They didn't even have enough impact to ruin it. You know what I'm saying?
no, they didn't. They
Like
didn't ruin it. It was just a phase. That's what I feel like it was.
I'm trying to remember
I mean,
if
you
we
got little
like
kid rappers now.
I remember there was you know what I remember there was a little point where everybody was trying to get a kid rapper though.
Yeah, it seemed
They
like
was
that
trying to
was a
force it.
'90s thing. Yeah,
Yeah, they was trying to force that kid rapper stuff. Like I feel like I remember we was looking for a kid rapper. Like you get a kid rapper, da da da, write his rhymes. But you know what? I'm gonna be honest. We was on this backpack like snob stuff, and we hated kid rappers for the fact of we knew they weren't writing their raps. Because we had young rappers around us. Big Youngin was a youngster. And
well, you said Fiasco.
Fiasco, but they was writing their own raps. We
Yeah,
couldn't
Fiasco
stand
wrote his
kid
own
rappers
shit.
because we felt like they was getting their raps written for them by grown men. And a lot of grown men was
Yeah,
hiding behind them kids. You know what I'm saying? So we was like, man, you just trying to get your own verses off and let this kid spin them. But like we didn't, I'm like, how can a kid respect this thing we do? You know what I'm saying? And like right now, they got a couple kids that's spitting crazy. There's a kid on Instagram. He's spitting crazy, but it's like you can tell he was raised in a house where they listen to a lot of boom bap and old school stuff. So it's almost
mm-hmm.
like, and I mean, I'm not gonna say you could say that's forced, or you could say he was guided right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't know what to. I'm gonna be honest with you, Dale. I don't know what to think when I see a young kid, 8, 9, spitting really, really like it's the 90s because I don't know if that's him being forced into that or he really understand what he's doing. Because in the 90s, that was what it was. So if you were spitting
uh,
like that, you were in that environment. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's a
mm,
different environment. So if you're spitting like the 90s, I don't think that's true to you. You know what I'm saying? That's not your environment. If I'm 9, 10 right now spitting like Nas or something like, I feel like my dad is kind of pressuring me to be like that. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
probably so.
I
Probably
feel like
living
my
through you,
dad is,
probably writing your rhymes.
yeah, or not even if he's not writing them, he helping me write them, or he telling me
Living
when
through
I'm
you.
trying to spit like now, he telling me, nah, that's not how you do it, son. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's hard for me to take a little kid that really spitting like really serious. But also you could say certain things come around and go around. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Maybe the that actual vibe came back. It's coming back and he caught it and I don't know, man. But any of these kids ever been like long-term success?
that's what I was thinking about. I don't think none of them did.
No, 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 no. Lil Bow Wow. Bow Wow was long-term.
Yeah, yeah, he was successful. He made, even though we don't really think of his success connected to his albums, but he more of a personality to me because he was hosting on what BT one of them BT shows.
Yeah,
Was it
but
106
no,
and Park?
but Dale,
And he
he
was
got
on
that
TV. He was
job because he was
acting.
so big, Dale. He
Yeah,
didn't
I
get
know,
that
but
job. He got
see,
that job because he was huge.
yeah, he on reality shows, so it's yeah, yeah, yeah. You could say it, yeah.
I think Bow Wow was the biggest success story of all the kid rappers, to be honest with you. Let me think now. I don't want to forget somebody. Illegal didn't really get that big after a while. You had ABC, you had The Family, you had Chi Ali, who ended up doing the bid. You had Shaheem, he did a little bit with the Woo, and I think he did a bid. But both of them didn't do bids, so they was older. So
Hmm.
I'm trying to think who else. Romeo had a little success with it, and he's still successful, but it's not for music. he got songs and he can do shows, but it's not for that. So I'm trying to think
That's
who's
how I feel
long
about
term.
Bow Wow. I feel like Bow Wow successful, but not really. It ain't really from the music.
Yeah, but
Cause he
look at
on, cause he
every.
on reality shows. He did some acting and TV shows. Like it's not
Uh,
really, you know.
well, let's be honest. There, nobody's successful in rap for years anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Queen Latifah phased out of rap. LL phased out of rap. So at some point you're gonna phase out, but you're still
Yeah, but we kind
successful
of
in
could
entertainment.
we could connect the dots to their music. They got like legendary music. What he doesn't really. What does he have that stands? Oh, that's a Bow Wow song. Or that's a Bow Wow hit.
Well, I mean, I know we supposed to be old heads. That's the name of the show. But Bow Wow got some big ass records. After we weren't checking for him, his fan base was still checking. He got "Let Me
Okay.
Hold You." He got a bunch of big records from people that's not in our age bracket. He had a he's younger, so he aimed for a younger audience, and he got the joints with Sierra. He was with
Okay.
Sierra
All
when
right.
he was the reason one of the reasons she ended up because she got with him. So yeah, Bow Wow was like really part of a movement. You know what I mean? And I feel like we probably wasn't paying attention. Well, for the most part,
I knew
but
he was making. I knew he was making music, but it seemed like he was more of a personality. It seemed it was more about him being on shows than his actual music. Like his personality's up here and his music's like down here.
you know what? Well, that's not true though, Dale. He was. I'm telling you, in the late 2000s, he was Mr. 106 in Park. His records was big, bro. He was a big
Okay.
deal.
All right.
And I know what you mean. You like he was on TV, da da da. But at that time, 2001, 2003, 2005, that's what it started to transition to. You had to. It's just like it's like a rapper that ain't on social media right now. It don't make no sense
Mm.
now. But at one point, you ain't kid. No one needed to. You didn't need to be on there. But now in this era, you have to be on social media. So at before social media, you had to be on BT, 106 in Park. You had to be on BT Jet. You had to move your brand to TV, and that's what his agents and whoever else was telling him to do. So that's why he ended up seeming more like a personality. And I think when he went on reality TV, that was even later in the game where almost everybody was going on there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Well, when their career was like not when you ain't Drake, you're a reality TV. You know what I'm saying? Like when your career is at the tail end, or not necessarily the tail end, but when you either want to bump the career up, like a Jim Jones did, or even though he the one that created it, but when you're trying to bump your career up or your career is going down and you want to stay relevant, you go on reality TV. But Bow Wow, like a Ray J, they was in the same lane, and
Yeah, that's true.
Ray J had big records too, but
But
he
I
phased
see
out.
Ray J as a, like singing. Ray J more like R&B, right?
Yeah, he is. But what I'm saying is he had to transition into entrepreneur because that music stuff is one chamber and you can't feed off that. So really even grown-ups do more things than just rap.
Oh, of
They
course.
phase out. Yeah, they phase it out. So I know the kids had an even tougher time trying to stay rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like imagine being illegal trying to maintain that same persona at that age, knowing you got so many things ahead of you and you got so many things you're responsible for. Being this rapper walking around with a baseball bat, you know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily going to be what you need to be doing. Like, I get it, it's an image, but they going around with these combat. They got Tim's on. You know what I'm saying? Just getting it. Your parent at some point gonna be like, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like we could be talking about college admissions right now, and You got this bald head with a headband on and a big ass Eddie Bauer. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna calm this down, bro. Because they on their way to jail, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. Oh, Chop said A plus. What did he say, Chop? He said A plus was another child rapper.
Oh, I remember A plus. Yeah, he was pretty decent. He like early 2000s, I believe.
Okay. Okay. So I feel like I probably was if I gotta say the best child rapper, I would need more names. But I would say, remember we used to be like, who's better between Chia Lee and Shaheed? Like we was always putting
Yeah, I
up
think it's them two. I think it's them two. I think them two is the best.
it's more child rappers too though. Like it's way more than that. And I'm trying to remember, like, we ain't really it had to be some West Coast child artists, like, but right now I can't even. You
I
had
can't even think of
Crisscross,
none
who
from
really
the West Coast.
they wasn't even child rappers. Crisscross was put together by Jermaine Dupri, and he wrote all their stuff. They was rappers. Let's not do that. They was rappers, but true rappers come in already trying to rap. They didn't even want to rap. They was walking through the mall. And he saw them. He said, "I like your look. I'm gonna make you into rappers."
Right.
And that's one of the reasons we hated child rappers, because we knew that's what it was. We're sitting up here going to all these open mics. We rehearsing. We doing talent shows. We selling tickets to perform. And then you got some child rapper who don't even know what's going on up there rapping. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And he
What's that?
wins.
Chop said, and wins. He comes up there, I am Little D. Like, I'm like, yo, what the hell? Say yeah. Like, get out of here, little ass motherfucker. We used to get so
Yeah,
irritated
but
with kids
I
after
don't
that.
think they ruin rap though. I don't think they ruin rap.
No, they definitely didn't ruin rap because
Yeah.
it was too much. Most of these child rappers came in the golden era. But do you remember when Ice-T said Soldier
Oh, you froze again.
Boy was ruining rap? Oh damn, one of us
Yeah,
froze.
yeah, yeah. You did. Nah, you had froze for a second.
Do you remember when
Yeah, I
Ice-T
remember that.
said Soldier Boy was ruining rap? He was
Yeah, I
wrong.
remember that.
But at that time, a lot of adults, be honest, was really mad at Soldier Boy for what it was the silliest thing.
Yeah,
We was in a phase where we was on some bring hip hop back, and we was looking for somebody to blame. He wasn't the problem. It wasn't him. His raps was for little kids to do at parties. Just like when something came out recently. The it's quite a few joints came out recently, and people got all mad like this was wrong with hip hop. I'm like, dog, let them kids live, bro. Let them live.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of little kids that's rapping came like little successes from TikTok and social media and shit like that. They be on all the talk
Right,
shows, real little
right.
kids. I think Ti's little daughter is with this other girl to be rapping, little girl to be rapping and shit. They were just on one of them talk shows.
Really?
Yeah, Ti got a real small little daughter that's with this other girl that's rapping. I think Ti's daughter saying he was singing and the other girl rapping. I forgot their name, but they was just on the talk show. I just happened to see it. My wife was watching it and shit.
Okay. I
Yeah,
um I feel like most of the kids, their parents were rappers who career kind of was going down too. There's a lot of rappers kids that like look at Russell Simmons kids. No, not Russell Simmons. Rev Run kids. Like
yeah,
they
yeah.
trying to get in the game and do this and that. And what's her name? That went slam crazy. Uh, Angela Simmons. She done went all the way left. She definitely ain't the preacher's daughter no more. But
She didn't
I
rap
think a
though. She
lot
never
of
rapped though, did she?
no, but her brothers did. And
Yeah, I remember, bro. One of her brothers was nice.
Diggy was
Dougie, what
nice
did
for
they?
a minute.
Yeah,
Diggy was nice for a minute. I'm gonna tell you what happened with Diggy. The industry got to Diggy. People loved Diggy because he was himself. and the industry try to shine him up and make him into a polished industry record label rapper, and people didn't want that from him. People wanted him to stay real, stay humble, and do his thing. Chop said JoJo was whack. JoJo
Yeah,
said we're not gonna do that, but
he
we all
on a
know that.
reality show right now. He on a
I
reality
think
show right now.
he's on the same show.
Love
I
and Hip
think he
Hop or
was
some shit
on.
or whatever.
No, it's called Growing Up Hip Hop.
Okay, because my wife watched that. Elizabeth watched that.
Romeo's on there
Growing Up Hip
too.
Hop. Yeah. Because
I
I
think
think
what happened
Old
is,
Dirty Bastard Son is on there. Old Dirty Bastard Son be on there from time to time.
yeah, and if his dad wasn't ODB, I don't think he'd be rapping. I think some of these people, some of these kids are trying to live up to their parents' legacy. Like I don't
You
think
see
Diddy kids
Method
would have
Man
been
daughter
rapping.
rapping now. You see Method Man
Yeah, I'm
daughter
scared of
rapping
that
now,
one,
right?
bro. I'm gonna tell you why. I love Method Man, but I'm scared that these people are gonna beat that girl down to be like her dad. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna let her live, like be herself. They're gonna be like,
But she
yo,
seemed to
she
be
can run
totally
some nuts.
opposite of her dad.
Huh?
She seemed to be like opposite of her dad. It seemed like she going more the commercial route, but I could be wrong.
I
Just
mean,
based off
right
that
now
one
she
song
kind
I
of
heard.
is. I saw
Yeah.
it there and I didn't even click it because I was like, I don't want to be judging this girl as her dad. You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm gonna let her
Mm,
develop her style. Cause sometimes kids they put them on display too early. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like
mm,
you're judging them right there. And you're leaving them right there, like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think people would be unfair with that. Quite a few rappers, kids, I saw they try to just be themselves and the people got in the comments and chewed them up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm gonna let her.
mm,
If you can withstand that and keep doing you and find your own voice, then that's good. Like Coyle Ray did. You know what I'm saying? Even
yeah.
though it wasn't much music for her to be like, I don't want to be like my dad. But she found her own voice. She ain't trying to be no Benzino. She's doing her own thing. And it took her some time to get there. And I feel like that's a good thing. And now she don't want nothing to do with her dad. That's not good. But end of the day, she's not in his footsteps. And that's what I want to see. Like Method Man daughter, if she's going to continue, I don't want her to try to be like him. But some of these kids have no choice, and that's what they end up doing, trying to be like their dad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
They got ODB son on tour with the Wu Tang, taking saying this shit, doing his role.
wow, yeah, I saw that. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
if he's good at it, if he's
It's
going to really
okay.
do.
It's okay.
How did you feel about it when you saw it?
It's okay. It don't take away from the show. It don't really enhance it, but it don't take away from the show. It don't be like, damn, why they got this nigga doing that? I
Yeah,
see it. I appreciate it, but it ain't gonna be nothing like Old Dirty, of course.
yeah, Old Dirt, he's a one of a kind, bro.
But I think it
Because
was a smart move.
I saw the clip of him doing it. I was like, okay, I was just indifferent about it. I was kind of
Mm,
like, do you really want to be seeing his son acting like him? But I let it be what it is. You know what I'm saying? He could be out here robbing
yeah,
dude. Let him just eat. Don't put too much into it. Don't put too much thought. You know what I'm saying? ODB is a lot of shoes to fill, so let him feel a part of it. You know what I'm saying? And they older now, so they're gonna take care of him way better than they did ODB. You know
yeah.
what I'm
They
saying?
can guide him. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
And
I
he
don't
looked
know,
like he in
man.
his
Big
20s
Pun,
now, so he not even that young.
no, but he was young before. Big Pun son is one of the best
Yeah,
children of rappers. He's one of the
yeah. He
best
is. He
children
is.
rappers. A lot of people got rapping. Ghostface son rap, and I don't know what he doing
Yeah,
because I know they did a song together and everything. I don't know what he doing. I don't
yeah,
know what happened.
yeah. I don't know what happened to him. He was on a lot of Ghostface joints, like in the 2000s, like late
Yeah,
2000s. Then I don't
yeah.
know what happened to him.
Maybe they
Rash
fell out
has two kids in a group.
together.
Yeah, they in a four-man group called Costa Contra. Two of his sons are in a four-man group. They be rapping
Wow.
their ass off, Joe. They got a
Okay.
lot of freestyles online. You probably seen them, but they didn't even realize it.
Okay. Now I gotta
Because
look
they
it up.
always freestyle, and they freestyles always go viral.
Oh damn! Now I gotta look it up. What's their name? You
Yeah,
don't know?
Costa Contra.
Coast of Contra.
Yeah, Coast Contra.
Coast,
Yeah, yeah,
Coast Contra. I'm gonna check that out.
yeah,
That sounds crazy.
yeah. They got
Chopstick.
an album out. I think they got like an album or two out.
Okay.
Yeah, Corey Gunn's son is nice too. He be rapping with Lil Wayne.
Ain't that crazy that Corey Guns got a son that's rapping? That's wild. You know how old we are? If this dude got a son that he was the son. He was the son. Peter Gunn's son, nice. Remember? Peter Gunn's son, nice. Remember? Corey Gunn's low-key nice. Yo, he kind of nice. That was 10, 15 years ago when dudes was
Yeah,
talking about Corey Guns is nice.
yeah,
Damn. What the hell? Corey
yeah.
Guns got a son that's rapping? Man, we old heads for real. Golly. Damn, what the hell, bro? Oh, man. But, so, Lil Romeo, kid rapper, dad was a rapper. I said on this very show that I think his dad was not one of the greatest rappers. Let's put it like that. So he better than his father, to me.
Oh,
I feel like Lil Romeo is better than his dad.
oh yeah. You know you don't fuck with his dad anyway.
Not like that. I just don't think he was a great rapper. He was a great businessman, but he wasn't a great rapper. But I feel like Lil Romeo is a better rapper than his father, but as you should be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think Corey Guns has a son rapping. I was saying Corey Guns is Peter Guns' son, and he raps. I don't think Corey Guns has a son
No,
that's
no, no, no.
rapping.
Chop said Corey Guns. Oh no, I thought he said Corey Guns' son. Oh no, he
Yeah, I
said
think he's talking
Corey
about Peter
Guns.
Guns.
Oh,
I think he's about
all
Peter
right, I'm
Guns.
bugging.
Yeah,
I
Corey
thought he
Guns
said
is
Corey
Peter Guns'
Guns'
son.
son. All right.
Okay, yeah.
So I really, like I think as a whole, hip hop kind of dismissed a lot of the children rappers. And even with the success of Crisscross, we didn't really gravitate to, like, why would you? You're a grown man. Why would you be gravitating to that? But even like the kids would, I mean, you had B2K, right? That's for the
Yeah,
kids. You had them. So B2K, Lil Bow Wow. Then you had Chris Brown, who was a kid rapper. At the time, he was rapping. Then he started singing, doing both, whatever. But
yeah. I
some people,
always seen him more so as a singer though, R&B.
yeah,
But yeah, he did rap.
yeah,
He does rap, of course. He just came out with a diss record.
I know, right, man? And he did his thing on it. Like I'm like, man,
Yeah,
these dudes is going crazy, bro. So I feel like we we were kind of like it never really was a thing. Like, you know what? That I'm gonna be honest. That little run of kid rappers was 92 to 94, 95. I think it didn't
yeah.
go
It
past
was
that. I think that's where it started and ended. And you had some
because it
sprinkle
didn't
in here and there
stick. It
after
really
that.
didn't stick. It didn't
No,
stick. Like Chris Cross had a hit, and then they just fell off. It just went away. You know what I'm saying? Like it never stuck.
and crisscross, but it was a gimmick though. That's why. And that's why none of the kid rappers really lasted because it all was gimmicks.
Do we consider
All of them.
Brat a kid rapper when she first came out?
Hmm, I don't think so.
Because I thought she was, but then I found out she my age. So I'm thinking when she came out, she couldn't have been that young.
She wasn't no
Not no
young.
little
She didn't
kid.
have. She didn't make like kid sound and stuff either.
She
Uh,
looked like a kid. I thought she was a kid, but then years later, I found out she ain't that much younger than me. So, and I don't
um,
remember being no kid when she first came out. So,
what was that reggae kid? He had
I know you talk about.
them
Damn.
gala freak, them gala freak on the week.
Yeah,
They was pushing him
I
around
remember
that
that
time.
joint.
Lil oh man, I
Damn, I
know this
forgot. I know
dude.
Chop know his name. I can't think of the name off his head, on top of my head.
I can see it, but I can't say Lil Vicious.
Yeah,
Top guy.
yeah, Little Vicious. That's what it
Them
is.
gala
Yeah, Little
freak,
Vicious.
them gala freak on the week. Them gala freak. Dougie Fresh was rocking with him. And I
Yeah.
think BDP was rocking with him a little bit.
Yeah, he had a hit. He had a hit song. Yeah.
I feel like we had like kids with talent and rappers with talent, but rap is so volatile and so many people trying to rap. A kid only going to get like really one record or two. You might get an album. They're going to see if you can sell, but they're not going to keep no kids. They're not going to keep. You know what I'm saying? They're going to give you a shot, and they're going if you unless you're at the Jackson 5 or something, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to really build no career as no kid rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And there was a little run, and they bring them out here and there. But kid rappers really not viable. That's not a viable product. And I remember hearing like
Right.
that they don't even want to sign kids. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much with it. Like they can't do this, they can't do that. Their mom got to be around. Like you know what I'm saying? Their parents got to be there for this and that. Like it's like a lot. And you know they got curfews and they got to be schooling. Like it seemed like a lot, bro. So unless your
Yeah, I
ass
just
is like
looked up the Brat. I just looked up the Brat. Her first album came out in '94, so she wasn't no kid. It seemed like they marketed her as a kid though, but she wasn't really no kid.
well, not a kid, but young.
She was about my age.
Yeah, but
'94, I had graduated already.
they marketed her to young people because she was young. But they didn't market her as no
Yeah.
kid.
And it seemed like that's how I seen like back then, because I always thought she was like real young, but kind of find out she wasn't.
You know who I used to think was young? Common. When Common first came out with Can I Borrow a Dollar, I thought he was young. I knew he was like low key our age, but I was like, he seemed
uh,
like he's young, young. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why.
no,
DJ
I
said
think
them
that
days
nigga was
is
like in
gone.
college.
DJ Side Dog said them days is gone. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I don't so like you know what though? They got the kids now. The kids drilling. They drill rapping
Oh
now.
wow, they
Like
drilling. Wow,
it's crazy, Dale. Man, they got these little kids saying the wildest stuff. It's crazy, bro.
doing
And that's
drill
the
music.
sad part. That's
Wow.
the sad part about it. If that's how you think rap sound, then that's how you're going to rap. If you think you're supposed to be rapping about drilling, then you're going to rap about drill, whether you're doing it or not. That's just how it is. Even back then, we
Mm,
had some harder rappers, and young people would try to emulate that. A lot of people to this day still got them guys as their top five because they were so young. Facts. DJ
yeah.
Side he said Sexy Red hottest thing out. That's what it is. That's what the people seeing, and now these kids. I think what did I just see? What the kids was all the little kids was
Twerking.
dancing to Sexy Red on
Yeah, I know twerking and shit.
on the damn in the damn daycare or something like going
Yeah.
crazy. The little girl had a microphone. It was about seven of them twerking and all kind of singing a Sexy Red. Hey niece, my niece in the building. Hey Kia, salute, salute, man. I'm like, bro, like these kids, they got a rough time right now trying to find their identity. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not. I think it was. I don't think Flair's gonna mind me telling the story because I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it.
PG.
PG. Or I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it where it's nobody's can say it's a problem. But Fliz, he has. I think he said it on the other show, so I can say it. But he records with the younger kids these days, young kids, and they all are sounding almost identical, with almost no substance. They don't rap about like broad issues that
Oh, is
are
that
calling them
story
down.
when he said I want y'all to do something, but no drill rap, and none of them could do it?
Right. He said
Okay.
that the kids are all rapping about drilling, and it's all hardcore. It has no, they can't rap about loving somebody or going to the store or just like happy stuff. Nothing. It has to be hard. They gotta be chasing an op down or or doing something with a chick real quick and they're gonna leave or kick her out. Like it's heartless shit, bro. It's like That's what they think rap is right now.
And these
They
are little
keeping
kids
that
or teenagers.
teenage. Well, I mean that around that age, like
Oh,
between 11 and I guess 14. You know what I'm saying?
wow,
Uh,
wow.
that's what they doing because they getting that from the videos and whatever they see is cool. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's going. And
Mm,
you know, my niece said, "What you say?" She said, "They can't speak on what they don't know," and that's true. And the thing was, our era was so beautiful because we had so much diversity,
yeah,
and
we
we
had a
had
lot of diverse.
a lot of diversity. Back then, you could make a song about almost any damn thing, bro.
Yeah,
Organized the Future had a
Biz
song
Markie
about
had a
fried
song
chicken.
picking boogers. Remember, Biz
Big
Markie
Daddy
had a song picking boogers.
picking boogers. What he had that Big Marky had so many songs, like, oh my god, about different stuff. He just was
I need
original.
a haircut.
I need a haircut. Like we can go on and on. Like just like it's so many, it was so eclectic. Then you had the Black Power. You had the people talking
Yup.
about racial injustice. You had Public Enemy talking about the school system and the media. Like it was a better time because
Yeah, it was.
the kids were getting everything, just a human experience. Now, what they don't understand is all that gangster and drilling and stuff, that's not the norm. I know it seemed like it is, but out of all that, people get up and go to work every morning, bro. They're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Kids don't
Right.
know that. They see the rapper rapping like that. They think the whole world's doing that. But it's mad people out here in the stocks and bonds. Like they going to work at the bank. They going to, it's just crazy. They doing real stuff. And Kia said even after police was political. Yes, it was
Right, it
crazy.
was. Yeah.
It just was a different time, and the kids don't understand that. And it's not their fault. It's not their fault because you gotta think who's in charge of putting this music out. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying?
all they getting. Yeah.
That's all they're getting. So you can't really blame them, but at the same time,
Because you got to
they have
remember
to.
back then, even the fun stuff that wasn't threatening was selling records.
Yeah,
It wasn't just the gangster shit selling records.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, Side Dog said he was just watching those cats from where Young Thug, they were throwing up gang signs. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, and that's the thing. That's the environment they feel that they, have to represent. But I mean, we had all that too. But we had just a diverse pool to draw from. Even the women rappers were
yeah,
coming out and they was speaking. The Queen is back, just on some
yeah.
Queen Latifah, Moni Love, like it just was different. And I'm not trying to like be like this old head that's like it's terrible now. Like, nah, we had our gangster rap
Hmm.
too. We had like Mr.
But
Scarface
right.
came walking down the block. Like we had that too, but
Yeah, we
it
had the ignorant shit, but we had other shit that was still selling just as much as the ignorant shit. Right now,
right,
you just got the ignorant shit that's mainstream, and it seemed like, well, if you ain't doing that, you ain't gonna be popular, you
right,
ain't gonna sell, or you ain't gonna get a lot of
right,
streams. Where back
right,
then, everything was selling, all types of hip hop was selling big time.
right. And believe it or not, you know who has got their market? A lot of the white rappers, the younger ones, or like middle of the road. They don't try to do all that. They just say their raps, and they're
Mm,
getting big bags, and people don't. They're getting it on the low. People don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's us that got to come with all this extra baggage and rah rah. A lot of the other races, they just do their raps and they move on. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
yeah,
they get the space to do that. They get the freedom to do that. We don't give ourselves that kind of freedom. You know what I'm saying? We're judging you. Oh, is
right,
he nice or not? And it's not really. It's not fair. You know. And these kids thinking that when you do something different, you're whack. Like I said, Fleers was like, I had to tell these kids, I'm not going to let you record in the studio no more because you guys are all sent. All you're doing is on these records, you're killing people. He said, I'm gonna challenge you to come in here and write something that you're not killing somebody. And they were struggling to do that.
Yeah.
Side Dog said Knicks game is crazy. They up by 2.
Yeah,
Knicks
I got
Knicks
it
gonna
on
win
now,
most
but of
likely.
course, I ain't watching. But yeah, I got it on. Got the sound down, but
Yep. So we're gonna get off in a few minutes anyway. But I feel like what we need to do with these kid rappers, if we're gonna let them rap, and it's a bunch of them, but it's just like they're not saying nothing different to be different. So what's happening is what they're getting, they might they might get a video out, and that's the thing. Like you can't regulate this stuff no more. There's no gatekeeper. So a kid can post up to anything. Like what's that kid that did the race? He did the race, and he was really on the run. So he did a song about being on the run, and he
what
uploaded
for
it.
real?
Nah,
Wow.
I mean, oh my God, little, oh my God, AK or something like somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. And I can't remember his name. Lord Day, oh my God. Anyway, he went to jail. He's still in jail right now. TK, there it is. He he uploaded the video. That thing it went viral, went through the roof because he was really on the run. So he did a song called "The Run," like the chase. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Hmm.
no one, no one knew that was going to happen. He became an overnight star for making a song
Mm.
like that. But that song hurt him because when he went to trial, they was
They used
looking
it
at
against
him,
them.
use it against him, and
Mm.
I believe they were saying some of the stuff he was saying in the song was about the crime. So it hurt him. He didn't have nobody to guide him and stop him from doing that. You know what I'm saying? He just
Mm.
uploaded
They
and
got a
did it.
whole Joe. They got a whole documentary on raps getting used against them in trial. I haven't watched it yet. I think it's on Hulu. They got a whole documentary about that shit.
I want to see that. But you know what, Dale?
Yeah.
What I get it. What Jay-Z's trying to do is like, yo, you can't use the lyrics against you. We need to teach these kids not to say the lyrics.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Incriminating
saying?
themselves, Joe.
We need let's get smarter, bro. Dale, these kids will do the crime and then go immediately to put it on social media immediately. That's how XXX Tentacion's killers got caught. They
Mm.
posted it up. They posted it up. They robbed him. They only got, I believe they got 50, no, 30K, something like 30K, and they split that. When it was all said and done, they only got like 5-6 grand each.
I saw
And
the documentary on that joint.
they went right to Instagram and started showing the money. And I think one of them was
Yeah.
showing the actual bag that they robbed. It was like a either a Gucci bag or Louis Vuitton bag, some kind of bag. And this dude is showing it on his story. And this is they so thirsty for this freaking
Attention.
attention. Yeah. That they don't understand that you don't do that. I've seen several crimes this year, just this year, where they caught the dudes from showing that stuff, but the kids think that they gotta do that. So
Mm.
this is the culture that we live in. So that's why it's tough to even like right now. And another thing too, when they're signing these kids, Dale, these kids got a good 1 to 2 years of either freedom or life because they don't make it that long after they get signed. I
Yeah.
don't even I think Pop Smoke, if he was 21, I'd be surprised. I don't think he was even 21 yet. I think he was like
Wow,
20.
really?
I think it was like
Wow.
20. And he had already been in the business for about 2 or 3 years.
Mm.
So it's crazy, bro. And that's what's going on with the kid rappers now. You know what I'm saying? But that's the eras they come and they sign these kids right out the inner city. And the city is
Mm.
what it is. It ain't no different than when we was in there. Yeah. So
Damn.
you know what I'm saying? Sido said 20. So he was 20. You gotta think he was already rapping about 3 years. So when he
Mm.
got in, he was young. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? The rapping is what did him in, because he wouldn't have been in Cali in a damn, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't even have came
Right,
to that if
right.
it wasn't for the rapping. So if we want to discuss kid rappers and going forward, we got to discuss teaching them life. I think they getting into this business without even knowing life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't put your crime.
Did,
Don't First of all, don't do crime. If you're rapping and making any significant money, let's stop the crime, right? But Biggie was doing crime.
yeah.
Well, he you know what I'm saying? All these rappers coming, they're not on yet, so they gotta still make a living. I get that. So you're gonna do what you gotta do, but at the same time, they gotta start as the name goes up, the crime should come down. I think
Yeah.
Pooh Shiesty, um, got he in there now for something. Uh, damn, I had about a couple names that was young, and now they careers done because they bagged. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Hmm.
it's crazy. Then it's like it's nothing you can really do with them. Like they
Yeah.
already made that way. Look at Kodak. You know what I'm saying? Like Kodak done been locked up more times than the average adult, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ain't
And
somebody in there now? What, Blueface? Ain't he in jail now or some shit?
Blueface in there, but he no kid. But Blueface in there. But like the Pooh Shiesties, the NBA young boys, like they be institutionalized from when they high schoolers, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
They be coming off the streets institutionalized already before they get even start rapping. They already in the mix and shit. So that's what we
Okay.
up against with these rappers, bro. They already in the mix. So it's really nothing you can do about it. And when you say, "Oh, why they no kid rappers?" Da da da, because half the time, they up against so much before they even get to start rapping. I just saw like, but there are so there. Let me just
He
be
said
let me just
Blueface
be
ain't no
honest.
rapper.
Yeah, I didn't say that, but I think I said maybe I said that, but I meant to say he ain't no kid. I meant to say he ain't no
She
kid.
said he ain't no rapper.
Oh, she said he ain't no rapper. Oh, that's
Yeah, your niece saying he ain't no rapper.
funny.
Well, which one? Hey,
But
what is the NBA young boy locked up now? Which one is locked up now for doing some shit?
NBA young boy just got locked up,
Okay,
and
that's
what
what
he
I was thinking
did,
about instead of Blueface.
NBA young boy is got a problem, bro, right now because he wrote fake prescriptions for pills. He had some doctor's name and he started using it allegedly. Allegedly,
Mm.
they allegedly said he is he was calling all these pharmacies, ordering pills under a doctor's name, and then having his cousins in them go pick up the pills. That's what the report says. So allegedly, that is a crazy offense. It's all kind of
Mm.
things wrong with that, and they don't play with that, especially up there where he had up there in the mountains. So he need a good case. He need a
That's what
good
I was
lawyer.
thinking about instead of Blueface. I'm I'm an old head. I get all these young rappers mixed up, but
Yeah. Rollo got back in there. I didn't know Rollo went back. I think Rollo just got out. Ain't no way Rollo got locked up again. Oh, he's saying he got a smacker, a record that's smacking? All right. Because I know he didn't get locked up. But yeah, Dale. So I think I think the era of the little kid will probably come back when they can make some money off of it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
When they can make some money, they are, they signing kids right now pretty young, dog. They signing them
yeah. I told
pretty
you,
young.
you got TikTok rappers, little kid rappers.
Yeah.
Like my wife be sending me like little kids to be rapping, and they end up being on a talk show. I'll be like,
Yeah.
God dang.
Now that's a different animal. Those mostly like the viral kids that
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
actually,
about.
they go viral. And
Like
that's the
one
era
was
we
on
in
what,
right now
Tamron
too.
Hall. One was on a Tamron Hall show. This father had the daughter that rap,
Yeah.
and he was on Tamron Hall show. So they be getting on these talk shows, going viral.
And that's the era we in, Dale. It's not traditional no more. Like you're not finding rappers because the label told you no more. You're finding some random dude spitting on TikTok, blows up, gets a dance. Somebody start doing a dance to his music, and now he blow up. That's how they find they talent now. They don't find them. The labels can't get you no fans no more. You got to get them on your own, and you got to get it on TikTok.
Yep.
And that's like people like me and you, Dale. We'll never know who these rappers are. In meantime, they'll have 400,000 fans. You know what I'm saying?
So if it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't even know about these little kid rappers nowadays.
Yeah. So we don't know what's going on because we're not in that lane. But they got a bunch. Like we sitting there talking about, it ain't that many kids rappers. It's 1,000 of them, but we don't know them because we ain't on TikTok. Kids don't get their music no more from the labels or like iTunes and all that. These kids get their music. They can go right on their phone and just watch a TikTok and hear the whole damn song. So they don't care about the traditional way that we look at art or look at rappers, bro. They don't care. But I don't know. I don't even want to even do a top 10 children rappers because I'm only gonna get to like 4 or 5 before I be like enough. But
so who you think child is the best right now? Who son or daughter is the best? Not they don't even have to be, like little kids. They can be like in their 20s or 30s now. Who you think?
I think the best child rapper has to be Big Pun's son.
Yeah.
For straight up rapping. Now, as far as entertainer value, it's not him because he's a spitter. But he's the best child, pure rapper.
Has he ever put out an album? I hear him featured on a lot of stuff, but I never heard an album from him.
He has albums, yeah.
I never heard an album from him.
Huh? Kia Domani, is that T.I.'s son? Let me know. I'm bugging out. I don't even know. I think that's T.I.'s son. Not the
one say standing on business.
Yeah, not standing on business. Not him. Domani. She put Domani in the comments. I think that's T.I.'s other son. I'm not sure.
Yeah. They say he's pretty good.
Yeah. Let me think. Like I said, I used to like Diggy. But they messed Diggy up. They try to commercialize Diggy. Let me see. Damn, I'm gonna have to leave it at Big Pun because I can't.
Big Pun's son, he go by his government name, right? He just go by Chris
Rivers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said Method Man's daughter. I heard she's nice too. That's what Dale was talking about earlier. You said she was nice, Dale?
Yeah, I mean, she did a freestyle on I think Funk Master Flex recently on one of those radio joints. She got her man. But the song she got a video. She got a video, a rap video, and it's more like commercial. It's more like what the chicks are doing, not raunchy, but it's more like in the commercial lane. Yeah.
Okay, she gonna have to do that too. She got to do both. You can't just spit these days, bro. You gotta be able to make song too. So,
but she could spit because she did a joint on the radio, one on a radio joint.
Boogie daughter is all right too. Boosie daughter, okay. Is that the one that hate him or the other one? Because he got one that don't like him and she left the house. So I don't know which one you're talking about. But I feel like, damn, I mean, who else got kid rappers like that? They get
Razzcast sons can rap, but they in a group. Razzcast sons, they can rap their ass off, but they in a group. They in a 4-man group, so
all right.
Kind of hard to distinguish.
Somebody's son got a real. Oh shit! You know who got really? And I'm gonna say this, and I don't care what y'all think, bro. Jaden Smith could rap.
I never heard him rap.
Jaden Smith used to flow. He was nasty, like he was on his way. Until it just.
Is he still rapping like that?
Huh?
Is he still rapping like that?
That's the thing. I don't know what he's doing. It got so weird in his house. He probably, you know what I'm saying? Things got so weird around there. Damn, that kid couldn't even focus. I think he gave up rapping before.
I see him more as an actor. I see him more acting than
Dale, for a minute. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send you a video that shows the breakdown of his career, of how it went up and then down because his dad and all this. But he was about to be one of the biggest rappers. This is around like XXX and Tashion was still around and Smoke Prep. A lot of people wasn't around, but Diggy, not Diggy, Jaden Smith, that icon lived and all that stuff. Jaden Smith was one of the premier rappers. He was right there with Childish Gambino and like that underground type of thing. But
Mm,
he was big. He was doing big festivals and stuff. He was about to really blow. But what happened was that just his home life and a lot of stuff, and he just started changing and just being more in his own head, and he started being trying to do the acting and didn't, you know what I'm saying? He's just trying to figure out what he's gonna be.
mm.
But Jaden Smith was about to be a spitter, bro. And I don't know what he's doing. He was like a Tyler the Creator type of thing. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay. I
But
can see
yeah,
that.
so in my opinion, the one with the most potential son of a rapper is Jaden Smith to me. Because
Mm,
he's in a different lane. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to spit like Chris Rivers. He's trying to be just a well-rounded artist that can perform in any type of situation. He can be at a festival doing a big giant crowd, or he can do small. You know what I'm saying? He has his music is more
mm.
eclectic, and he has he got a big white fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris Rivers is Matt Underground. He's just doing a spit. He's just trying to spit, do bars, bars,
So he
bars,
could be,
and
so he could get that crowd like Lil Nas X. He can get that type of crowd.
yes, I think that was his crowd before Lil Nas X came along, because he was
Mm.
fluctuating and playing with the not playing, but kind of balancing the gay, not gay,
Sexuality shit.
yeah, the
Yeah.
sexuality thing. And I believe he at one point had said he was gay. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know where it went. He was like, then there's both men and women. I don't know. But he was that. He was Lil Nas X before Lil Nas X came out. And then Lil Nas X
I
went
think it's a
extra left.
I think a video resurfaced not too long ago with him and Justin Bieber at some place. It was all up against each other and shit. People
Church said they fighting
speculating.
in Denver. They fighting in Denver, damn?
Oh, I ain't got it on. I need to turn it on. I
Oh
was trying to
shit.
stay focused on the pod. Trying to stay focused
Yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah.
pod.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know,
So I
you know,
think
I'm a basketball head. You know, I'm gonna watch basketball and shit.
oh snap. Yeah, it looked like something went down. We about to get off anyway. So you can go watch it. I think we talked enough about kid rappers this week. I think we did enough convo. Ain't much else to really
Yeah,
say
your
about
niece
it.
said they was hugged up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's funny. Yeah, I think we said enough. But yo, let's hopefully these kids will we can get a resurgence of some real spitters. I wish we would have did more research on the newer spitters, and we could have came with more
Yeah,
info on that. I hit you with this joint about 2 hours ago, but the topic was gonna be so. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really have a lot of time
time to
to.
research, do the
Yeah,
research and shit.
maybe we'll revisit it and we'll do a thing about who's popping now. Like we could do the over the last 10 years of who was popping, young rappers popping, and that'll be interesting. And we can like have some actual songs that we have listened
Mm.
to. You know what I'm saying? We could come to the table with some good shit. But all right,
Your
Dale,
son is nice. See, you know, he's not a kid. Your son is
but
nice.
he's
So
black. Yes, yes. Happy
yeah,
birthday. It's his birthday today, too. Today's his birthday.
was it?
So
What? Oh, today? Yeah, that's right. I did. I did wish him happy birthday. Yep,
yep, yep, yep.
yep.
So
He just dropped the verse for me. You gotta listen to it. I sent it to you. He dropped the verse over one of the beats I helped
oh, he
produce.
did?
So yeah, yeah, he
All
got his
right.
man on that joint. Hey,
I heard Flair dropped a verse for you too.
uh, not for me, but I hope he did. Maybe he get it
He
to me
told
yet.
me. He told me he did. He told me he did. I think he
Oh,
did.
okay.
He sent him two beats or something.
Yeah, I sent him two beats. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, nah, you know, just working, just working. Maybe we can get some kid rappers.
We had Fiasco, man. Fiasco was nice. Rest in peace to
Rest in
Fiasco.
peace to Fiasco. All right, gang. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Appreciate you, Dale. This conversation was very interesting. I had a good time. Once again, everybody that was in the chat, we appreciate you as well. The old folks, what is it? Old heads,
Old heads. We old
old heads only
folks.
podcast, episode 12. And I'm gonna go the part that we froze. I'm gonna edit that out later, so it's all good. All right,
Okay,
gang. We'll
because
be
I was
checking
stuck.
out next week.
I was like, do I go on or just wait? So I was just talking shit.
Nah, you gotta keep going though. You can't. If
Yeah,
I go out, just keep talking.
yeah. I said
Just
it's
keep
live.
talking.
I got to try to keep it going a little bit.
Yeah. All right, gang. Kia, I love
All
you. I'll
right,
see you
champ.
soon. I'm gonna talk to you, Dale.